Hopefully that works. My plan is to breathe into the microphone less, you see. I don't like that. Don't like the breathing into the microphone. So let us start an Interloper run. Why am I making a series on the Long Dark when I haven't made a Long Dark series in forever? Well, I'm making a Project Zomboid series so that you guys can see the shenanigans I get up to there, but you can't forget where you came from. And, you know, it's that, geez, almost 7 years ago now I started playing the Long Dark. And, what a weird place to start. Okay. And if I've learned anything, it is that you don't go to the cave because you're going to summit on the first 2 minutes of the game. Don't bother. You're going to get killed. So, or at least you're going to get frostbite. Now, where is this bunker? It feels more like over here-ish. Over here, maybe? What are we looking for? That is not it. Oh, it's up here. It's up here. Here we are. I know exactly where I am. And exactly what I'm doing. Ugh. Wait, no. No, I don't. Never mind. Where the heck?
I hate being cold, because I really do.
I know you hate being cold, and I really hate it when you're cold. I pretty much would have to... Okay, we are not near the bunker, are we? We're on the wrong side of the rocks. But I want to check this out here really quick. I know, I'm killing a character immediately. It's just I haven't... There we are. Huh. Nobody wrote that story. Interesting. Okay, so we've got a wolf eating a deer. We've got a person freezing to death. Now, I don't know for certain. I've never goated this. Eee. There's a reason. Oh, well, actually, you know what? Let's go around. Because that looks a little bit more reasonable than this side. Of course, ugh. Am I up high enough to get past that rock? That's what I want to know. Ooh, this is a lot of wall walking. How's that doing for your ankles, lady? Don't sprain them now. Okay. Here we go. Into the headwind. Feeling good. Ooh, who are you? Ah, also not written. Let's try not to get frostbite on this series right away. You know, step 1, don't get frostbite. Step 2, also don't get frostbite. Okay, so we get a torch. We got something. Ooh, a sweater. Nice. Ooh, and a book about fire starting. The thing that I cannot do. Huh. Well, at least I can read up on it if I want. Now let's go find that bunker. I don't believe it'll help me. Not fully anyway. I'm not convinced. I'll grab a rose hips. That's nice. Ooh, look, a stick. There we are. So I spent a little bit too much time not knowing where I was in relation to where I thought I was. Ooh, look, another cairn. Is anybody writing a story? Ah, Tia. Fire used to give warmth. Now we just run on anger, and that is a surprisingly cold fuel. Hard to warm up when it's just when you're running on rage. I mean, as you guys can tell, I usually am a person who's completely enraged all the time. Actually, what I am is skillful at irony. I would like to pretend I am anyhow. Now, I don't want to know, but let's see. Frostbite risk is very small. So let's get into these clothes here. Let's put on a look at that. Feels like -1 in here. And what can I see? Stop breathing, please. Don't stop breathing, but okay, so I did manage to walk forward. Okay, so what are you? Well, we are going to pass time just to warm her up a bit so she stops bleeding the condition. Okay. Now, if I could see... This is not a stocked thing, is it? Nah. Not sure. Is somebody knocking? Hello? Sometimes I can't tell. I got big fat headphones on, so big fat headphones and my big fat head. Imagine trying to get all this stuff up here, like the bags of concrete and everything else, to make this. The tubing. Like everybody in the area would know this thing is here because the helicopter activity would have had to have been really, really something else. Okay, let's... You know what? I don't know what to do, so let's have a nap. Whenever I'm, whenever I'm unsure of myself, I just have a nap. This is the game to do it. All right, see that frostbite risk is never going to go away because that air temperature is just too cold. It's too cold. So we have to get home. And home is, well, it's way over there. If we could fly,
The cold is making my head feel thick.
we would do that. But we cannot fly, so we're going to have to walk. Thick head and all. Boop. Now, I've found one thing that I find really interesting now. Is because they've moved the loot around.
Wait, I'm so cold.
Yeah, the game is suddenly much harder, much harder than it was. Like I could almost do this game in my sleep. Like I said, I never really used the loot tables. I just knew where all the loot was. Look at this. Somebody had if only it was still going. That would have been really helpful. So. And, yeah, okay. This poor girl's got to get out of here. I'd like to maybe go through the other cave, but, oh, yeah, I don't have that kind of time. It just doesn't get me any closer to the Mountaineer's hut, which is what I've got to get there. I don't know if there will be matches there. That's the thing, right? I mean, I knew where all the loot was. I just didn't use the loot tables because I've lived here for so long. I was going to say, any feathers around our fallen deer friend here? Quickly. Boop. All right, let's see. How bad's that? Nah, the risk is going up. We've only gone up 9%, which is acceptable for the distance we've traveled, I believe. It's bad. It's very bad to have risk going up like that, but at the same time, I'm still alive. Which is important. Well, it's going to play the scary music. Now, every time you cross one of those, it does that music. However, the developers will tell you, no, the music's just random. Now, if it's random, then it plays that music every time you go across a chasm. It doesn't seem random to me, you know? That seems planned. That seems controlled, you know? And that's fine. But to say the music's random when it isn't makes me wonder, is like, how much input does any one person have on this particular setup? Oh, okay, here we go. What are you, Sam, buddy? Let's search a corpse. Ooh. It's always hard to open your first corpse. All right. Boop. There we go. And frostbite risk is 42%. Yeah. Well, you know, there's only one direction it's going, especially in this weather. That is up, my friends. Up. However, we're in a beautiful neighborhood for birch bark. So we got it. Ooh, another feather. We've got to get them, you know. And I've got to pick up feathers because, well, I'm going to give most of them away, right? Well, at least not most of them, but... Oh, dear. Hoppa, alley up. There we go. Sorry for the mic punching. I'm really, you know, trying to get a good position on the microphone so I'm not breathing into it. I really should get a better setup going. I mean, you know, I've been making videos and streaming for over 7 years now. No, 6. Anyway, I think it's almost time to stop being, you know, the live-in boyfriend of streaming. Either, you know, move on or move in, right? Put a ring on it. So I might have to get some better equipment here. But in the meantime, I'm going to strive to give you quality content with mediocre results. So, and oh, we got miles on that frostbite risk. Miles. I'm going to take us some cattails. We're planning dinner right now. I hope my dear friend does not run towards wolves. You know? I like him out here. I might need him one day, you know? So he needs to stay strong. He needs to possibly even get his well-fed bonus. Please don't run this direction. No, you're running directly to where... That's a wolf spawn, dude. That is totally a wolf spawn. You are not taking this seriously.
I'll take it.
You will take it, and you'll take that and that. Well, we've got the cave with the ye old laptop. Which, if you're down there during Aurora, that guy was in fact playing the Long Dark as he died. I want to talk about immersion. Actually, when I first started making videos, I played in an uninsulated room at the back of my house. That's where my computer was. Oh, the computer loved it in the winter. The fan hardly ever kicked on. Yeah. But when you're actually borderline hypothermic in real life and you're playing this game, it's good. Well, should we hit the summit? I know you've just seen me do this.
This will come in handy.
Oh man, pears and pears and pears. There's the life-saving matches I need. Pairs of driving gloves. Gloves for days. I'm going to just go over here and walk up on the bed, and then we can kind of scooch down and grab that. Okay. Is there a mag lens? Now, since they changed the... wow. They really wanted you to study while you were up here. But yeah, since they, like I said, since they changed the loot tables... Yeah, I've had difficulty with this game. If you want to see it, you'll see I can put up my first attempt at a series. Oh God, are we going to do the 60%, 25% thing? Because in the human mind, to lose like 5 coin flips in a row when they're not actually coin flips, it's wow, it pushes some buttons pretty quickly. Fur for some time, sticks for some heat. Oh man, that is a real sigh of relief right there. I tell you, I'm so happy. Let's put on some gloves. Let's put on some vest. Now, do I go summit? How crappy are these? Okay, so what I'm going to do is drop these right now because we're next to a fire. I'll wear these. They're no good, but better than nothing. Like, I could just summit. Like, we could just do that. But honestly, I just... Have you guys not seen me do that like 100 times? Let's do it while we have a nice... you know, a nice setup. Where I don't really care about what I get up there. You know? We'll do it later, guys. We'll do it later. In the meantime... Water. Water is a great idea. Let's do that. I'm going to crouch down here too. That's the wrong button. I'm going to crouch down here too. See, too much Project Zomboid, guys. Yeah, now I'm mashing controls and everything. Uh-oh. Whoop. I'm not sure what happened, but I literally just jumped out of the long dark there for a second. Like, not completely out of the game, just the window. 1 second. Actually, 1 second. Yep. Sorry. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't breathing into the microphone. 'Cause man, oh man, that is rough. We're going to burn that book. That is going to save my life later. Okay, so let's do a little bit of thinking. Like, that's thoughtful. We already have a torch. But now, we have 3. 2 of rather dubious quality. Ah, now that's what I'm talking about. Give me another one of those. Yes, thank you. That is what I'm talking about. I'm wondering. Because I often wonder. Okay, the way you used to do a torch pull is you'd be in one's position to get really good... No, okay, never mind. To get really good torches. If your torches were bad, you could just... go slightly over, and you get a different level of torch. Then they took that out and put random torches in. I was just lucky enough to get 3 random torches roughly at about 40% niceness there. Ooh, frostbite risk has healed. Let's check which one. The one on the head. That's the one we cared about because I got no hat. So yeah, you know what we're going to do? We're going to leave all that loot in its containers. We have a hacksaw. We have won the game. We can chop into wolves if we've got to. Just kidding. You can't do that. We need a pry bar if I'm going to have any wolf fights. I'm going to try not to get killed this one too. Let's make a good long one. You know, and I'll try to keep current on it, you know. Hopefully this series you get some nostalgic turkey vibes out of it from when we're trying to survive here. How are you? You are great. We're gonna go here, and then we're gonna do this. We're gonna wear them, right? Then we're gonna go like this, and then we're going to harvest the bad ones. Nope, I'm gonna actually press back. So we're gonna try that again. Harvest the bad ones. There we go. That's the harvest button. That helps. That helps. Yeah, I'm not going to do like an all-star series or anything like that. Mostly because I believe if I do a start in Blackrock, I'll just get killed. Okay, 14 minutes to boil. That means we have just enough time to prepare 3 birch bark. Man, do I ever feel good now. My character's probably not going to get frostbite. I'm gonna drink a tea and get some sleep. We've got plenty of time on this fire, like with the fuel that we have. And as a matter of fact, because I don't want to break down anything in here just in case I'm back for an extended period of time, and that reclaimed wood, you know, helps me later. And I never break down the shelf in there. I like that shelf. I like to put stuff on it. You know. Kind of reminds me of they'll come back. You just need to turn your back on them. They'll be here soon. The sticks are coming, guys. My dog, when company would come over, she would go and get Chinook. She would go and get toys. And the toys that she would get and drop them, not within range of you being able to pick them up, but drop them sort of in front of company. And I realized it wasn't because she wasn't a playful dog. She didn't like strangers. She was, like I said, she's kind of like a gun you could pet. Right? She was very kind of a dangerous animal to have around your house, honestly. Not for me, not for my kids. Everyone else, though, was unsafe around that dog. Such a sweetheart, but 100 pounds of like, and she was just terrified of everything. It was just, anyway, she came from a litter of 10. They were all known to the OSPCA. The OSPCA knew all of them. The dog catcher knew all 10 of those dogs and their mother. So they were all kind of a sketchy group, I guess you could say. But yeah, she used to drop toys. Circle back. She used to drop toys, not to play, but to basically show the people what she owned. She was like, these are my possessions. Feast your eyes on this, human. It is a squeaky toy that I have pulled the squeaky out. Yeah, she'd like to do that. We go, here's your baby, and we give her a baby, and she would take the baby and find the squeaky and pull it out after she gutted the baby. Then we'd be like, "Oh, you killed your baby. Why?" And then she'd lose interest after she'd literally killed the baby. Yeah, she'd bring up, but she wouldn't. She'd regain interest. And I got her as a little puppy, and she came with an orange ball. One of those hard, like, street hockey balls. And to this day, I still have that. And she's been gone a couple of years now. Boiled dry. That's not what we want to see. We want to see prepared birch bark in there. New tomato soup. Man. Can't wait to get a can opener. That is going to be sweet. In the meantime, let's eat a 76% granola bar and hope... Because sometimes... yeah. Don't trust granola. It's like the death fish of dried goods. It's pretty dangerous, that granola stuff. So I don't want to stay here all night, but I do want to drink this tea and then sleep for a few hours and then go down to the bunker and then finish sleeping for the rest of the night. So 2 teas? 2 teas it is. You know, I'm pretty comfortable. We're doing Interlopers, so if I'm playing Interloper, I know, you know, I will lean on that condition a little bit, you know. I'll just get right into there. As you guys have seen before, you know, sometimes I let that condition fall too far and I get killed. So maybe I should be a little more conservative. You know, that's the thing when you're playing a game, and I'm not necessarily doing it for other people. I just picked that up. But when you're playing a game and you have other people watching you do something, you know, it's kind of makes me not want to do the domestics so much, right? You know, let's take an hour and a half of your time and you can watch me recover from stupid stuff I've done. You know, I don't think that's necessarily fun. 4 hours, I think, is the right amount of time. I think 5 hours would be, of course, much better. Hot tea coming through. Oh, yeah. Boom. Wash that down with a cattail. We'll grab a few more on our way out. We'll go the way of the lake as opposed to the way of the sticks and moose. I might cut across and grab more birch bark. It's okay. This is not, you know, there's condition recovery here. This is just Interloper. We're just doing Interloper, guys. Nothing too crazy. All right, 4 hours of sleep. Here we go. The crazy thing is, there's not a lot of people who have the 1 day on Interloper badge. So, for a lot of people who play the Long Dark or who have played the Long Dark, 20 minutes. It's pretty dark out, but actually we got a starry sky, so it won't be too bad. Let's throw a couple of sticks on. Let's like make up. I was humming and hawing about making another half liter of water here, but yeah, let's do that. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, not a lot of people have played. Oh no. There we go. Not a lot of people have played on Interloper settings, so when I say nothing too crazy, it's just Interloper. People literally roll their eyes because I used to be one of those people. I couldn't believe anyone survived on these settings at all for any amount of time. I mean, like, you survive the 1 day, no problem. Oh good, my dear friend is, I believe, back over there. I hope he didn't get eaten. And to ensure he doesn't, we're going to go off screen. All right. Like, we got a fair bit of condition back for just a 4-hour nap and a tea. So, hopefully she is tired enough. Oh, yeah, I didn't say. Actually, if you guys want, I was talking about in the bunker, sort of. And I don't know if I'm repeating myself. Like I said, I'm getting old, so I do that. But the point is, I do have a start in the Forlorn Muskeg. And because I couldn't find matches, that series would be 1 episode long. Because that's exactly what happened. And like, I was kind of, I didn't know what to say really when it ended. I mean, you know me, I like to save myself some food for later too, just in case I'm back in the neighborhood. But wow, 2 downward arrows. It's hot out here. It's pretty warm. But yeah, it's been a long time since the skeg just outright killed me.
I can't feel my feet.
Yeah, no wolf attacks. Just the environment. The environment, it was pretty mean. Pretty mean. I know, miss. It's just... It's gonna get cold. Oh, stop shaking your torch.
Damn, I'm freezing.
I know, and I'm bumming out because there's odd number of birch bark in your inventory now. Let's get that nice torch out. Let's get the good one. Why am I not picking through and getting the worst one? I'm just not attached to them yet. The torches, that is. How many rose hips do I have? I have 24 of them. Let's not mess with that either. Yeah, so one day we'll come back to Timberwolf Mountain. You know, because you guys know, anybody who watches me more than... if this is your first video of mine, welcome, man. Welcome. I say man like, you know, like somebody who was raised by hippies. Anyway, as anybody who has seen my channel before, or seen me play this game before, you would know that the day one summit is not a trick I don't know. Especially now that there's a bunker right at that first rope climb. So you can run up there, and if you're Ark, you can Archimedes. Watch that guy. If you're Ark, you can just walk up the mountain. So good at the upcoding. So is Strategies with Sasquatch is another great upcoder. Yeah, I'm going to be dropping names occasionally. All right. You can come too. And by come to, I mean, oh, look at a stick. Okay, so now what I like to do as I leave Timberwolf Mountain, on this hill specifically, is drop the sticks. There we go. We'll be back.
I would drink almost anything about
All
now.
the sticks I picked up will have respawned. Or refallen from trees. Let's not break any immersion. So we'll say all the sticks will have refallen from trees due to breeze and such. And yeah, you know, we get those 25 bonus sticks for showing up. And the thing is, there will be sticks in Pleasant Valley. It's not like we're going into a region that's just it's dry when it comes to the small pieces of wood. The region's pretty darn good for sticks. Now we're wearing gloves and a... Oh, no. Yes. I wonder. Is the Interloper loot going to be as good at the plane as my birch bark challenge? It's not really a birch bark challenge. It's the only way I can get condition back. It's live on Sundays. Or if you want to watch it at your own pace, it's on my channel under live, right? So, you know, you do that. Or don't. Now, I'm not so overloaded, I can't pick up some stuff. Whoop-a-doop. Alright. Firewood. Always appreciated. Like the firewood that you don't have to burn calories to get, it is worth its weight. Oh, I know. Boring. Freezing to death is tiring. Alright, let's get you in here, and I will wonder... Yeah, but it won't be... Yeah, it won't be warm. Did somebody leave a baseball hat behind, perhaps? Or... Oh, yeah! I got a tip. A real hot tip. This cloth. How much cloth do you get? 5. That is almost criminally good. That one you don't get to rip up, though. Oh, yeah, let's search. Nice. Nothing. Just the way I like it. Okay, so cloth, bed. Cloth, bed. Okay. Extinguish. Put away. I mean, what's, Have ourselves a soda. But I mean, really, what's the point of watching me stream or even make a video if we don't have black screen for a little bit? A little bit of screen where you can't see a darn thing. Alright, feeling around in the dark. Oh, cardboard box. Wait, cardboard box, workbench, cloth. Alright, cloth, here we go. Rip that stuff down. Beautiful. Freezing. I'm getting cold as I do it. Want to eat some chocolate? Yeah, of course you do. How else are you going to have night terrors if you don't eat a bunch of chocolate right before you get some sleep? Shouldn't have done that, because we can sleep for 9 hours and a tea would be great. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pass time for an hour. There goes the hypothermia risk. That'll give me just a little bit of thirst. Thirst enough to drink a tea. All right, we're good. We're going to sleep for 9 hours. It's going to be a slow warmth, but actually, we'll probably... Let's see here. We've probably actually bypassed the... Yeah, we're into like the warmer part of the day. And my character looks surprisingly healthy. Yeah, so I guess, okay, so Just thinking here. Do I go to... See, they've moved all the loot around, and now I'm just...
Man, I could use a drink.
Okay. All right, let's get you a drink then. Just staring off into space anyway. Okay, don't get too drinky. Gonna need a drink later just in case we get stranded somewhere. Hopefully that is not foreshadowing. All right, let's get ready to go here. Which direction? Which direction? Normally I'm getting too dependent on streaming, because normally I would just look at the crowd and say, "Holler at me. Which direction should we go?" I'm gonna go towards the hunting blind. We're gonna do hunting blind, plane crash. I'm gonna skip the cave. The cave has been kind of a rough time, you know. You get soaked for what, like a cup of coffee? We can snag some saplings, which would be nice. At one time, I got referred to this said blind. It didn't happen this time. Not happening for... Sorry, miss. How's that frostbite on your face? Now, if I was crafty... Is it? Huh. Snow chickens. There's snow chickens off over there. If I was crafty, then I would have experimented with different routes to the plane. So this is the first time I've ever hiked up here. I wasn't even sure if we could get through. So... kind of neat. All right, I'll take it. Actually, this is cool.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Oh, really? Well, have a cattail. That should really just right to the ribs. Just full. Gosh. So, a little bit of wrist pain for the poor girl. Here we go. Let's start looting some possible clothing items.
Sure getting cold.
I know. Sewing kit. So very nice. Now, when I ripped up the cloth, I should have actually made a hat. But now that we're here, like, that frostbite risk is not climbing. So now that we're here, I'm hoping to find a hat on somebody or in a box or something. Right? So, ha! There you are. Complimentary plane crash soda.
It's too cold.
Probably one of the most depressing beverages ever, but, you know. Like, I prefer the Coastal Highway complimentary soda myself. I love that. Oh my goodness. I've never actually looked. Did they move it? Is it gone? I seriously hope not. That is the one item that is like literally one of my favorite items in the game. That son of a gun saved my life, you know? Well, I got that.
I think I can use this.
You could totally use a hockey jersey. How are you now? How are you now? Okay, we could totally use a hat too. That would be great. Anything up front here? Granola. Oh, that is neat. That actually doesn't, like, help. Well, it helps, but it doesn't. Okay, so we're going to throw, boom, throw on a jersey. Then we're going to throw on a that. Oh, yeah, that's how you dress for winter in Canada. That's completely accurate.
You could eat anything.
Empty, empty, empty. All right, where did we start, right? Over there, obviously, I guess. And that's exactly what we're looking for. Throw that on your noggin. There we are. Okay, so for an interloper character, plane crash pretty much just gears you up completely. It's not as good as I'm not feeling it. Like, I've got a feeling when you do interloper settings, it's still broken. Geltaz mentioned that. He didn't feel that the interloper settings were correct on the custom. Man, I missed that guy. Oh, yeah. We've got like enough. That's almost enough sewing kit to like last. Well, that lasts most of my characters anyway. 3 sewing kits. Like I'm ever going to be able to do that much sewing. Alright, you get a feather. There you are. Let's go down to that cave. Start a fire. Because there's no I don't need to kill her. Yeah, that felt light in comparison because I don't have 6 pairs of combat pants now. So I think there is something wrong with the custom. We could go in the cave and start a fire. Nice. Or we could start a fire beside this deer and start eating it. I think that would be a lot of fun. And I know I left that wood the wood beside the little outhouse, I believe. I believe I left that behind. I'm pretty sure I didn't pick that up.
Little fire.
So, and that's fine. I like to leave things for myself for later occasionally. Sometimes I do it by accident. Okay, what am I fighting here? This is a book, and so we are going for 14 degrees. Okay. So, if we throw a piece of cedar on, that'll give us 6. Another 6, that's 12. There's 16 degrees. There we are. Let's start chopping. Oh, 2 kilograms. Is it 2.01 kilograms? Just enough meat to get you killed? No. Thank goodness.
I could eat a horse. It's saying a lot because I love horses.
Yeah, I know. Horses are delicious. Alright. I've made that joke a bunch of times. You know what? Let's pull him off, throw the can on. Water. Boom. Okay, we got roughly 40 minutes, 50 minutes in that area. So let's... I'm not going to get greedy. I'm only going to... Is it too much time for my water?
Anything right about now.
Almost. Eat anything? How about some horse relative? Okay. Let's do another water. Alright, let's drink some of that water that I made. Not all of it. Okay, so I'm going to grab a gut, but we're going to throw it in the cave. And that way, I can come back later and be pleasantly surprised. Now we're nice and warm. 4 minutes until boiled. 3 minutes till boiled. Countdown's happening. Rose hips. That won't boil dry, thank goodness. Rose hips. Cook them up. There we go. Gonna eat that steak of deer. Let's throw on a stick and grab ourselves a torch. Boom. Grab a tea. Pick that up. Fresh guts. Run this fresh gut over to the fire. Fire. It's a cave. Throw it up here. Boop. That way when I come in, I will see it. And that'll probably be a very pleasant memory for me, I'm sure. I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. So now I have, wait, what do I have for clothing? Might as well put that on too. Got a lot of different clothes. I wouldn't say I'm completely geared up, but pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. Uh-oh. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but got a kitty singing the blues. It's the whole, I was sleeping on your bed, and now I would like to go outside of your room, please. And I call it the now song. Oh, now, because then he'll start clawing at furniture and stuff. 1 second here. I mean, of course, you get to hang out with me while I go and open my door. There we go. Why is my bedroom door squeaky? Because you never know when ninjas are coming, so. Did you get a feather, sir? Yes, you did. That's the spirit turkey. Autopilot, that stuff. Make that completely a reflex. Just handing things out. Okay, we don't want to burn through all the sprint. I sure want to sprint. How is that frostbite risk? See, it's still under the hat. It's just... Okay, we've got a deer in front of us. And that is such an amazingly good sign. Alright. More rose hips. Oh. Is that thing still hot? It is. Drink it. Treatment did not do anything. My character would probably argue with that. Because that character is now way better off. Up. Yeah, leave a couple for yourself for later, you know. Have confidence that you're going to live long enough to come back and collect on that. Right, there we are. Couple more for the road. Boom. You should not travel with me. Ooh. I don't think that deer's gonna make it. Oh, 1 second here. Alright, and I probably won't cut anything out of this video. You'll just end up seeing the raw. You get to experience the mundane and the exciting. You know. At least you've got my amazingly energetic commentary to keep you going, you know? This is our turn, isn't it? This is our cutoff here. Keeping the hill between me and the potential wolf spotting. Get to come up over top. Actually, you know what? It's a battery. What are you? Ugh. Spray paint.
Not sure I can carry much more.
Ooh, wires. Wires. Man. Okay. We're just going to search out ye old farmhouse here, and then I'm going to call it an episode, cooking oil. That's what we'll call the episode, cooking oil. We're going to call it episode 1, so I get more than 12 views. Alright. Who likes a cooking pot? And also has 2 thumbs. This guy. I was pointing my thumbs at, you know, yeah. See, there's no camera on me. Kind of happy there's no camera. Oh. Hello, dinner. That is worth the loading screen. Honestly, that is, oh, I am into that. Dog food? No dog food. No can opener. But, you know, they've moved everything around, so. So I don't know if the can opener is even really a, you know, a consistent spawn in this joint anymore. Normally it would be either in the kitchen or right here. There's my can opener. Hello, soup. And
What have we here?
death oats or whatever. Death grains. Not death fish, death grains. Put your hand up if you've ever gotten food poisoning from a granola bar. In real life, no. In this game, all the time. There had to have been a sale on sewing kits because I am getting the sewing kits. A couple of books to burn. There you go. There's another great cabin fever defeat. Would be reading a book, so you're not like
This stuff will come in handy.
crazy. Also, I believe a sideways blizzard would be a great cabin fever defeat. It's like, oh man, I want to go outside. So you go outside, and it's, you know, minus 70 with wind chill, and it's just like, yeah, you know what? Inside is not so bad. I think let's go right back in there. Yeah, I think being outside in a blizzard should be almost an immediate win on cabin fever. Well, we're not picking up any coats. That's for sure. So there used to be a coat up here. Again, I'm trying to rely on, you know, old loot tables, and that really doesn't apply. So I think though that I'm pretty sure that the baseball hat is so useless that
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
oh man, hope nobody needs that anymore. I also hope they didn't have athlete's foot, but you know, you're not in a position to really kind of bargain. No rifle. Again, irony, but I was pretty good at it. So here we go. We're just going to finish off here. I'm going to probably loot the toilet water from upstairs, leave the downstairs. We're going to go into the basement, see what's down there. Yeah, this really feels like Interloper loot, you know? It really does. I like it. I like it, the nothingness of the loot. Yet at the same time, there's a lot of stuff, right? We got to make some bandages, which I should have already done. Should have done all that in the bunker, actually. There was no hurry. I didn't need to get out of that bunker. It was a good time of day. But, yeah, I mean, we're here now, so. But what I'm getting at is that was a risk that I didn't need to take, you know, as far as not having bandages. All right, is there anything cool in here? I mean, besides toilet water and moldy chocolate? No. Okay. So just toilet water now. So we've got main floor toilet water, hiking boots, trail boots.
This will come in handy.
They will come in handy because I probably will fail. All right, potatoes. I will probably fail at fixing my work boots, so I have to tear those down. Should read the sewing primer and then fix everything. I mean, we do have time. Oh, I wish I had a pry bar. Oh, there's another piece of leather. This is perfect.
I'll take it.
Double hockey jersey. This woman is rich. There's some
It'd snow
interloper.
if hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Oh. Would you drink toilet water? Oh, this is the carrot drawer. Snow chickens. They are a powerful food item. Need to check this? Yes. Just another buzz around. Okay, that's it. And this is it. We're done for the episode. I would like to thank everyone for watching. I'd also like to thank the weather for not ripping off any of her fingers or her ears or nose. So I believe this run's going to have some serious legs to it. I think we should go to Desolation Point to we should go to Desolation Point to forge this time. So we're going to be looking for a hammer, and then we'll get out of here. Oh, we're definitely saving the game again. And go. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Keep surviving. Awesome. Okay.